Hello guys, this is I here back again with another video. Now in this video we're going to be going through the AI tools I use to scale my agency past 200 appointments in one single month. Now as you can see here, this is proof. We booked 200 appointments, and as you can see it's April the 6th and this recording on all of March. We booked 200 appointments by using this simple AI system. And essentially what a system is, just a collection of AI tools with the right methodology to get prospects interested in what we do, get them on the call, and then of course my sales reps takes care of every single call, and I remove myself off the whole sales process where it allows me to make content like this and actually travel and see a bit of world, right? Without further ado, I'm going to be going through the AI tools that I've been currently using to scale the agency and what you guys should use in your own agencies to scale to multi 6 or 7 figures. And if you want help with any of these tools, the kind of implementation here, then there's a link below for us to chat and see how we could potentially help you out build AI infrastructure that works in today's market, and not that works a few years ago or last year, things that work literally this month and we're currently using right now to scale past 200 to 300, 400, all the way up to 500 appointments in a single month. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing that I want you guys to use is essentially Clay. Now, what Clay is imagine if Google Sheets connect with so many APIs and AI to help you enrich and customize each and every single lead that you input into the system. So a few use cases that we use Clay for. Now, one of the biggest things that we use is for scoring leads. Now, we work with marketing agencies predominantly, as well as marketing consultants or fractional CMOs, and we want to make sure that every single lead that we get, perhaps from Sales Navigator, Apollo, everywhere in this kind of database is actually who we're looking to target. But not only that, they have some case studies that have some credibility, because we found the clients like that we just work best with because they already have something to put to the market, rather than working with someone that is a bit more new. We do help the new guys as well, but the guys that have a bit of more substance tend to see quick results because they have something that has proof of concept. So the thing is with you, let's say you're targeting accountants, let's say you're targeting lawyers, what type of things do you want to see in the lawyer's website for you to make it feel like, okay, this lawyer is worth us going wrong? For example, if you're targeting injury lawyers, perhaps you have a big list of lawyers, but you need to sift through which one are injury and which one are just normal commercial lawyers. So what we use is ask ChatGPT to use Claim, create a Clay table, ask ChatGPT to go into that website, check if any keywords like injury or claims are in that website, and then bring back false, bring back true if they are, and bring back false if they're not. And that's a nice way to lead score all the leads, to make sure that you don't need to reach out to thousands and thousands of people a day, but the people that you are reaching out to, you want to make sure that they have they are the niche, they have the job titles, they have that specific something about them that makes them unique, right? And they are actually your ideal client. That's one of the biggest things, because so many people waste so much time, so many outreaching to people that are not actually a good fit for what they do. So that's why we use Clay to actually do all the heavy lifting upfront before we add people into the campaigns. And what does this mean? This means your positive reply rate is going to go up. So let's say it takes you 100 messages to get one positive reply. You can cut that down all the way to 20 or 50 by having the right leads. And as well as your reply rate go up, because people who get your message are actually your ideal client, right? And as well as your being marked as spam or anything like that goes down, right? Because people who get in that message feel like, okay, he's done his research a bit. He understands that this offer is relevant to me, etc. Right? Another thing we've used, I made a video about this, is identifying people who run ads. Again, people who run ads tend to have higher intent. So these people tend to be spending already money, already understand the niche, like already understand the platform they're using. Let's say Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads. I'm just going to stop this now because I got a cough. All right, that's just me done coffee now. But so people who are on LinkedIn ads or Facebook ads tend to have higher intent. So they already know the platform. They're spending money on that platform, which one is the biggest thing. So when it comes to selling them on, let's say if you're a Facebook ad agency or your LinkedIn agency, or perhaps you're on the other side, perhaps helping people hire and train closers and setters, this again going to be a very good market for you to go in, because they already are spending money, they're already actively looking to grow. Okay, so you can come in with what they already have. Maybe they go from 0 to 1, and you can come and take it from 1 to a 2 or 2 to a 5. Okay, and that's one of the biggest things. And then again, you can use that to personalize lines. So you can have so many personalized lines at scale. So right now we send around way more than just thousands of personalized lines, and these are actually personalized once you know how to do it right, and have different APIs together. And also you can use this to enrich emails, but most importantly, phone numbers. Now, phone numbers are big in 2025. Now, if you're just reaching out to one person just on email, that's a different story. But if you got their phone number, you can WhatsApp them, iMessage them. You can do so much things outside of the email, outside of the LinkedIn conversation to actually drive that lead from a positive reply to a meeting booked. And this is one of the biggest things that we've done, actually implementing a lot of phone and actually getting other people in multi-channel to get them on the call, right? And this also is going to help a lot with show up as well. So you're going to have more like this. And the one thing I really hear about kind of Clay is like, hey, Josiah, it takes so long to need to learn. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this. Expert said, but so was I. I was an expert at this. And I have no coding experience. I have no I've never been to software school and things like that. I don't even know like ones and zeros. I don't even know what Python is, to be honest, right? Just hear it. I don't even know what it is. But things like Clay, of course, something called a university. And to be honest, just going around YouTube, or if you want to just join the program, we're going to teach you how to do it anyways. We're going to give you everything included, all the Clay tips that you possibly need. And I actually build the tables with you together on calls. So that's something that we actually added into the program for anyone who's looking to join. That's what you're going to get as well. But I would just say, go through Clay, have a bit of fun, mess up a bit. Do you know what I mean? Just get things wrong. F up on the table. You're really gonna learn while you're going through it, and yeah, just learn. There's a lot of YouTube clips on YouTube, things like that. You can watch my channel. I'm gonna be releasing a lot of things when it comes to Clay because honestly, I feel like it helps so many people. And if you're not using this in 2025, especially email, if you're not using this on email, you, my friend, have something. You're going uphill. You're going that. It's like I would say it's like when voice notes first came out on LinkedIn, everyone's using it. If you wasn't using it, you're like way behind. Now Clay, it's causing storms. So if you're not using it, 100% get on it. Right. The next AI tool is Perplexity.ai. Now this is literally like imagine it's similar to ChatGPT, but it's way more better when it comes to in-depth research and actually learning about a specific niche. Now we advise our clients to use this at the start of their campaign, especially if you have clients who don't really understand their niche. Perplexity.ai is going to be, if not one of the best tools that you can use to understand niche pain points, desires, and actually get angles for your marketing. Really think of big picture angles, and that angle is going to come from data from the niche. So Perplexity.ai goes through a surplus of databases such as Reddit, online forums, let's say Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, everything. It literally goes through everything, especially if you get the pro plan as well. It goes through a lot of things. And then you can just ask deeper questions in terms of really understanding your niche, understanding what they're going through, understanding the past pain, even finding competitors as well that have worked in that niche specifically is going to help you a lot when it comes to really cutting down the time it takes to research and finding out the nitty gritty on the niche, on the niche, right? And yeah, this also allows you to pick the best niche. You can also use Perplexity.ai. This is the service that I'm offering. This is the platform that I'm offering. Which niche would be best? Which niche are more active on the platform? How many are there? There's so much things you can do with Perplexity.ai that ChatGPT doesn't have that function yet, right? So 100% recommend if you're starting out with a campaign, perhaps you're doing it with yourself, or perhaps you're doing it with a new client or a new product, anything that's coming into market, I will 100% recommend going through Perplexity.ai. It's going to help you significantly when it comes to understanding the niche, and that's basically what you're going to be basing all your marketing, let's say, budget or time on, and yeah, 100% recommend. The next thing is Caption. Now, Caption is it's more of an AI platform that allows you to turn long form content into short form content. Now, this is really, really much like it's one of the most lucrative things that I've ever done, and it's very cheap. I think it's like $15 or $20, and this allows me to repurpose all my YouTube content, like the ones you see right now, on other platforms like LinkedIn or Instagram, anything like that. And it saves me so much time in editing or even avoid hiring an editor, right? And it does all of that. And as well as adds automatic captions, B-rolls to ensure that you get consistent content output so you can focus on growing the business. Now, the reason I've done this is because when you're making so many appointments, so many things are going on, you're hiring sales reps, you're dealing with fires, things like that that's going on, right? Creating content tends to be sometimes the last thing on my schedule, right? And especially things like LinkedIn, YouTube is more high leverage in my opinion, but things like LinkedIn is a bit more lower leverage, right? Having that time sometimes and having that bandwidth can be a hit and miss sometimes. So that's why we use Caption to every time I record, let's say one YouTube video, it gives me 3 months worth of content, right? And that 3 months allows me to have content consistently rolling out. And then once I want to, let's say I have time, I want to write some more text-based LinkedIn content, perhaps I then go and actually write that text-based LinkedIn content to to boost up the engagement, to boost up my visibility, right? But having something like this that's working in the background, and honestly, you pay $20, you get 3 months worth of content from one video. It just makes sense, makes complete sense. At least you stay on top of mind of your customers. And when someone looks at your LinkedIn profile, they actually know, or even your Instagram profile, they actually know that you consistently post it, right? So, by the way, these are not going to be performing as well as, let's say, if you were to just do short and do it. But again, this is a nice remedy that you can do to implement into your business, to have that more of the automation in the back end working for you, right? And last but not least, we're going to be going through Panda Match. Now, Panda Match, if not, is one of the biggest things I had. Now, they have a competitor called Ocean.io. Now, Ocean.io, from last time I checked, I was with Ocean.io, and yeah, they were very expensive, and they give you they put me on some long contract. I was like, no, right? But PandaMatch.io, it basically what it does is it helps you find a lookalike company based on the given company's domain, right? Now, this is perfect for niche targeting. For example, we just brought on a client right now that was targeting franchisors. Now, franchisors is a very niche kind of target or market, right? There's loads of them, but it's very niche down. And what we use is PandaMatch.io to put in the domain of literally a franchisor, put in a keyword, which is franchisor, franchisor, and then find literally 70,000 of them, right? From just that one keyword. Now, this is powerful because if you were to do that even manually or even with Clay, you'll spend so much money on like ChatGPT credits or hiring VAs, and this does all the heavy lifting for you. So then it can actually give you a pre-built lead list of domains, and then you can cross-verify them with Clay. You can do a Clay table where you cross-verify what PandaMatch said versus what you actually want to further sift down in terms of the leads that you want. Okay. Now, this again is completely revolutionary because it is something that if you take advantage of, you're going to be having a very like niched campaign. You're going to see amazing results, and the clients that you reach out to are going to be literally ideal. Okay, so what is this for? Now, this is to use that you can do this for anything. It doesn't have to be like lookalike companies, but essentially, if you do have a hard to find lookalike company, let's say a hard to find niche, let's say you want venture capital companies that work with technology companies only, then this is going to be the best bet, right? Because it's such a niche of a niche of a niche that you might as well do this, right? Because this is going to help you build hyper accurate lead lists, making your message resonate even better, increasing your meeting booked rates. Okay. Now you can use this for just normal. Let's say you want to target just e-com companies that in the beauty niche. Again, you can use Panda Match, and it's pretty cheap. I think anywhere range between $20 to like $100. Very cheap for you guys to use, and yeah. So now, like I said, I've used this to. You can also do this to use this AI tool to create basically lookalike audiences of your competitors or your case studies competitors. For example, let's say you work with John the accountant, right? John the accountant, he has a very good accounting firm, and his accounting firm specializes in tax benefits and tax advice as well. So he's an accountant as well as a tax advisor. And you know that you just helped John generate 10 clients in one day, okay, or 1 week, okay, then make it more realistic, right? Okay, so John just generated 10 clients in 1 week, and he's a tax advisor as well as an accountant. But you know that you can do this. It was very easy for you to do. You basically didn't even blink an eye. And now your job is to get more like John, like you really want John's. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to pandamatch.io, right? You're then going to put John's domain into that. And then what PandaMatch is going to do is going to find all John's competitors. It could be all like in different areas. It could be New York, it could be LA, or it could be bloody, I don't know, Romania, right? And what's going to do is going to give you a big lead list of them. And then what you can do is say, hey, I just helped John, this agency, and this was literally the campaign we ran targeting this company using this hook. And I am so confident we can do it for you that I just want to show you how it works. Would you mind jumping on a call doing that? Now, if you've done that, and if they know exactly what John is, and you describe his type of company and describe why that company is similar to his company, then you can have a highest chance of booking appointments, right? And it's going to be very easy for you, your message to resonate with the ideal client. Okay, so that is one, and yeah, that's essentially it. So these are all the AI tools we've used. So Clay, again, is going to be one of the most powerful tools. Perplexity AI, if you're just starting out. Caption is to keep that content consistent, and Panel Match is to find really good lookalike companies at scale, right, with just a blink of a finger. So if you need help implementing these AI infrastructures into your agency so you can scale not only to 10, 20, 30, 50K, only to 100K per month, right? As we're helping a lot of clients do, and you don't know how to do this XYZ, which we have a whole program from A to Z, breaking it down step by step, that even a bloody, I don't know, VA from bloody Philippines can do it, right? Now, if you are interested in learning a bit more about this, there is a link below to speak to a member of myself or my team, right? Where we can walk you through how it is. It's no pressure call, just to see how we can help. We usually decline like 80% of people that come in, but if we do find like it's a good fit, we'll explain to you how we could work. And that's all it from this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.